Cybernation Uncensored.
Now.
Hi, everybody. Guess what? Darren's not here tonight, so I get to take his place, and we're doing something completely different. I am Dennis, Okayest DM on the internet. You can find me on all the socials at Okayest__DM. And I have a wonderful and recognizable cast with me today. A bunch of familiar faces for the channel. Let's go around and introduce ourselves, starting with Raven. But first, thank you so much for running tech tonight. I know it's been a lot, and I want you to know I really, really appreciate it.
No problem. I love pushing boundaries, and I've learned quite a bit since starting High Rider. So, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Raven. I run the High Riders campaign usually every Friday. We've had a little bit of hiccups with cast members. I'll be pushing out a casting call quite soon to fill open seats. So if you've watched along with us so far and wanted to thought about taking up a seat, your opportunity is coming up. Please look for the casting call. You can find me at all over the internet at A Familiar Raven. I play Miss Gutsy. I'm a Major Gusset. I'm Miss Gutsy. Handybot on Fallout Pacific Northwest every other Saturday. Which with this show we are GM Darren Drader graciously gifted us this time. So I hope you guys all enjoy. Thank you.
Glad to have you, Raven. And Cap.
Hi there. My name is Capricious Nature, and you can find me here on Cybernation Uncensored every other weekend. I'm currently working on a very bulky project for our wonderful channel here and our wonderful creator, Rob Mulligan. He has been busy working with Artel Sorian, and I am busy working on an additional supplement that we can all as a community use that is going to be freaking awesome, and I cannot wait. Normally I play Bolt, the taco dozer driving ghoul who just can't get enough for sales. But tonight, God himself only knows what I am about to create. So I'm looking forward to seeing what exactly Sagas holds for my future upcoming character, because I honestly have no clue what's about to happen. And I'm looking forward to it.
Excited to find out together.
Exactly.
And last but certainly not least, friend of mine, friend of the channel, and I think new face for this time slot, Winter.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely new face for the time slot. Hello, everyone. I am Mistress Winter. You can find me at gmistresswinter on X, Blue Sky, and Instagram. I am the hostess and usual GM over at my channel, Mistress Winter's Court, though I have been on this channel a couple of times. I ran a Star Trek campaign a little while ago, and a lot of the intro videos that you see for your favorite shows here on Cybernation Uncensored, I created those. I am a writer, graphic designer, voice actress, and all-around TTRPG hobbyist, and I'm excited to be here. I love playing Sagas. I've really enjoyed being able to play test it with Dennis, and I'm excited to play it.
And I am so excited.
I didn't know you were the one that made all of those graphics. Holy shit, thank you. They're beautiful.
The skills.
She has.
Winter,
Yeah, I
you
would kill
did
for
the
those.
intro video for Sagas that you can see on our Kickstarter pre-launch page and on YouTube too. It's amazing.
Come back, do more Star Trek.
Kudos. I'm serious.
Maybe.
Like, holy shit, I love your work. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
So, tonight, we are going to be playing Sagas, a game of my own design, and will be coming to Kickstarter in January. Sagas is an acronym for Setting and Genre Agnostic System, and it strives to be just that, a way to play in any world you want and to be any character you can think of, or even copy characters from that you've played in other games and paste them into a different world through Sagas. Today, we are going to be playing in a post-apocalyptic world, as you're used to with, Fallout Pacific Northwest. But this time, the apocalypse is different. The AI known as Father runs the world, and our party members are part of the very few pockets of resistance left against Father. We have no idea who our party members are. We haven't built characters yet. We're going to do that real quick. So
like
in Sagas, when you're building a character, you will get 2 traits, which are essentially like racial features or stuff like that. You can have photosynthesis. You can be particularly quiet on your feet. You can be particularly sturdy on your feet. You can be big. You can be small. There's a whole lot of options inside this playtest document that we're using, which you can pick up now and follow along if you want over on DriveThruRPG. If you just search Sagas Beta Playtest, it'll pop up. So I think we've already got some character ideas bouncing around. Anybody feel like sharing?
I
Raven.
am gonna.
Oh, go for it.
I'm gonna go the techie route. So I'm gonna craft Tara here to be someone who's studying the AI and its minions, I guess, to figure out their hunting patterns or ways to keep the resistance safe from Big Daddy.
Nobody actually calls it Father in the Resistance.
Big Brother, maybe?
Big Daddy.
Essentially, yes. It's sort of like Skynet AI, where it runs all of the computers that are connected to the internet and has humanoid robots walking around serving it.
I suggested Brother Eye, but was vetoed. I'm kidding.
Let's see.
So we've got our techie, the one that understands or has studied the robots and Father. Raven, I think you had an idea coming into this too, right?
Mine is more or less. Rachel is more of a damaged kind of princess type. She's a user and abuser. So she's used to getting her way. She suffered some type of mental episode where she caused caused death or injury to close friends of hers, and yeah, she's really tortured about it.
Dark. I like it. So you're going to have some very important decisions to make when you get to the next part of character creation. I mentioned you get 2 traits, like your racial features.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to take 2 struggles, which are basically personality traits or physical hindrances that make certain actions more difficult for your character to perform. Or in some cases, force their hand. For example, there's the struggle anarchist, where if you fail a social check with an authoritative figure, you have to go against whatever they say.
Of course.
There's also impulsive theft. And that is another really popular one where if you see something valuable just lying about with no protection, you need to make a check in order to not steal it.
So, like trying to
There are many different options here.
like trying to fight being a kender.
Same vibe. Those are the traits and the struggles are pretty much static. Like you pick them at character creation, and in most cases, they're going to stay that way throughout your entire leveling process, throughout your whole character development. It's like it's difficult to change that we have two eyes. Which, by the way, there is also there are traits and struggles associated with good or bad vision. So that is also an option, or any sense, really. Lots and lots of things to choose from. And in case you didn't have enough options, you can also make your own. Like there's guidelines built into these rules to make something if you want, there's something you want and it's not actually there in the rules yet, you can make it. There's very simple guidelines to create your own stuff.
Right.
I think in the scope of this particular adventure, that won't be the time efficient.
No, I don't think so. We'll be picking from the core rulebook.
But if you choose to make this into a campaign, then
like with when I ran the Horizon Zero Dawn series, available VOD on Mistress Winter's Court YouTube. I created a whole bunch of stuff for sagas using those guidelines. So yeah.
Awesome.
It was a lot. It was like several documents worth.
All right.
Sorry,
so once we've got those chosen, traits and struggles, we will be able to move on to talents and powers, the things that basically are like class abilities that level up with you. Because in sagas, there's no classes to choose from. You literally just mix and match all of your abilities together however you want.
So I'll lead the way with the traits and struggles. So I am taking Crafter's Heritage. Specifically, that's going to tie into my electronics craft.
Okay.
And then Lucky. And for my struggles, I'm taking Meek and Insomnia.
Always has trouble going against authority. It's the opposite of anarchist. And can't get to sleep real good. I like it.
That hyper vigilance, you know. We got things hunting us down, so going to sleep is very difficult.
Just have to choose one more struggle.
For mine, I'm going somebody who has decided to modify their body quite a bit to survive in this post-apocalyptic world. I have a robotic prehensile tail that I'm going to be using to grab and move stuff. And I have a I don't know how we want to flavor it, if it's like a built-in like little jetpack or backpack or something, but wings, so that I have the ability to fly. So I have two ways that I can try and get out of the way or move things or something along those lines. Because my own struggles, I'm also taking Insomnia because, you take what you relate to. Um, and I've got insomnia like crazy. And I'm also taking naive. I think that one sounds like a fun one. It says there are many things that you consider common knowledge, but you just don't know it. Any checks you make to recall knowledge about the world, I have to use a D12 to do so. So I'm picking up those two.
I like it. And for audience clarification, a D12 is bad. Um, this is a roll low system, so you rolling a 1 on an attack is a critical hit, for example, and rolling higher dice is bad. You got that last struggle, Raven?
Yes. It chose moths to a flame.
Ooh, another good one.
I
What
believe
else have
that
you got
was
so
one
far?
that I came up with when we were
Yeah, that one's
first
actually Winter's.
developing Sagas. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it kind of fits my character's persona, I think.
Hey.
Since she's a user and abuser. she uses people.
Always crowded by the populace, and extracting yourself from it is difficult. What have you got for your other struggle and your traits?
So I did choose anarchist, and my two traits are attractive, hence the moths to a flame,
Makes sense.
and soul sucking.
Ah, also makes sense.
Told you the princess.
All right, so now we get on to the really fun part. We've gotten our, static abilities and drawbacks. Our traits and our struggles have been chosen. Now we get to look at talents and powers. Instead of 2, you get 3. We're going to start at level 1 and then level up from there. So at the beginning, you choose 3 talents or powers. So you can pick 1 talent or and 2 powers, or all talents, whatever combination of the 2 you want. In later versions of this game, powers are just a kind of talent. They're not their own separate section. So they're the same thing essentially. But these, unlike the static traits and struggles, these will level up with you as you spend your level up points in them. So at level 1, you have 3 different ones, all at rank 1. As you level up, you'll be able to spend rank points in them. And you cannot have any talent with a rank above your level. So if you're level 3, the highest rank you can have is rank 3.
All right, I think going with the same theme, I'm going to pick up Sprinter. So something that helps me move short distances quickly, because I think that goes well with the whole flying and the prehensile tail thing.
Yeah.
I'm also going to pick up Urban Survivalist because I think that would be an important capability within a post-apocalyptic urban setting, right?
I
Would
think
that be
so.
applicable?
That would qualify. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm not sure what exactly our setting is going to be. Like, are we going to be in a rural area or are we going to be inside an urban area?
You are going to go into an urban-ish area.
Okay.
Just outside of a main city, there is a compound that is your target.
That sounds perfect then. And I think finally, because I'm still looking at these, I like the powers. So I'm going to look at the powers for a minute. I think the one I want to do is create weapon.
We talked about that before stream. Create weapon
Yep.
is so cool. Anybody else got any ideas floating around already? for talents and powers?
So
Okay.
I've got so far craft, electronics, hack, being a hacker, and IT. Still deciding. Oh, I guess I could use some of these powers like detect tech and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little eyepiece that
Mm.
sort of like a horizon focus or something.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I have a question. There's some ranks on, or sorry, some talents on here that have, it only says like rank 2, rank 3. So does that mean that there's no appreciable difference until you rank them up?
Right. So
Okay.
for specifically like weapon training, you don't
Yeah.
get benefits from those until you put enough ranks into them, because rolling a
Okay.
lower die is a huge benefit.
Yeah.
Especially since there's only 4 different kinds of dice to roll.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there are some dead ranks, if you will. They have been filled out a little bit since then. So I'm working on version 1.0 right now for release on the Kickstarter. There's going to be a lot of channels getting their hands on sagas during the January Kickstarter.
Okay.
Hopefully, this will be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to be fewer dead ranks in the new version.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
You're good. So for audience benefit, I will go over some of my personal favorite powers. There's obviously the controlling elements. You've got your control fire, control wind, control water, and there's a lot of different stuff you can do with it. Essentially, anything that you can see used in like Avatar: The Last Airbender, there's something in Sagas that does exactly the same thing. You just flavor it the way you want to. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like elemental control. It can be you have a gun that freezes things, or a flamethrower embedded in your arm. There's a couple
Wait, what
other
allows me to have a flamethrower embedded in my arm? Holy shit.
That would be control fire, probably.
Immortal Injury.
Oh, damn. All right. Okay. Because I know create weapon, it says create a mundane weapon, so I feel like it's similar to the Terminator from T2, the bad Terminator.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
you can,
the T1000.
like
Yeah, the
turn your arm
T1000.
into a blade. You
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
turn your arm into a ray gun.
Wait, so a ray gun works as a mundane weapon?
No, you cannot turn your
Oh,
arm into a ray gun.
okay.
The mundane is updated in a newer version to unpowered, and there's a very
Okay.
stark difference between powered and unpowered, and different. You're good at dodging powered attacks, or you're bad at dodging powered attacks is probably the more common one.
Okay.
But in this case, you would be making unpowered weapons, so sword, axe, hammer, spear.
Okay. Crowbar. I like crowbar.
Yeah, crowbar. Crowbar is actually a piece of equipment in sagas and is one of the most popular ones. You just get a lower die when you're trying to open something. That's
Yeah. Hey, that's
Hey,
it's
I mean,
wildly useful.
it was put
Yeah,
to good
exactly.
use in the Horizon Zero Dawn game.
It really was.
Yep.
A couple other cool ones. Energized projectile. You basically set, if you're doing a bow and arrow, you set your arrows on fire or freeze them before shooting them, and they can do extra damage. If you have a gun, you just superheat the barrel, and the bullets are molten by the time they leave it.
Nice.
What other cool stuff? There's summons. You can summon a dragon in this. You can summon an animal. You can summon a goblin. There's a lot of really, really cool different powers that you can choose from just right off the bat.
All right.
I'd like to create
So-
one.
Mhm.
I don't. It's a
Which create one?
create a power or something.
Oh, you'd like to create a power of your own. Okay. What are you thinking?
Kind of like suggestion.
Ah.
In a sense, it's similar to a vampire's compulsion, where you compel someone
Are
to do
you
something.
wanting this to affect
Like a voice-
people or
yes.
robots?
People. It falls in
People.
line. It falls in line
All
with
right.
my character with my character's persona, kind of like getting people to do
Yeah,
stuff
it
for her.
would. It would.
Like, oh,
Let's see.
I don't want to do this. How about use the power, and how about you do this for me?
I can
Try that
make
again?
something up for you real quick.
Huh? No, I was just talking about power creation that
Ah.
with Dennis.
Let's see. Let's make sure we are following the actual guidelines that I wrote and definitely don't remember.
So I'd pretty much call it suggestion. Like I suggest something for them to do, and they to a
Right,
degree
and they would have
they
to do it.
Oh,
Falls in line with my
I also have a question myself for our Okayest DM.
That's me.
For create weapon, am I able to turn my prehensile tail, because it's one of my appendages? Am I able to turn that into a weapon?
Absolutely.
Fuck yes.
Let's make this a campaign. No.
Let's see. Creating your own talent. Talent is something that can be learned and improved. So in this case, let's say rank 1.
Mm-hmm.
You can spend 2 effort, which is effort is essentially the catch-all for stamina, mana, spell slots, general anime bullshit.
How dare you?
Typical anime.
Okay.
And at level 1, where your characters are right now, you should have 2 health and 2 effort.
So after how much concentration? An hour or so, or
I think for rank 1 of this suggestion, and I'm typing it up myself right
Mhm.
now, and I can like send you a screenshot
Okay.
when I'm done. I'm thinking spend 2 effort
mm-hmm.
to make a check to attempt to hypnotize or convince a person to carry out a non-lethal action.
Oh, thank you, Vampire. I don't know if -2s are going to help. Wait, we need low rolls, so -2s will help.
Whoa,
Thank you, Vampire.
-2s are gonna be insane in Sagas. I forgot you guys had that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
So the audience.
Yes.
because like the numbers are like 8, 7, 6. They're all single digits, so -2 is crazy.
It is.
Also, hi Vampy, how you doing?
Yeah, babe.
We miss you. Join us sometime.
One of us. One of
One of.
Spend 2 effort to make a check to attempt to carry out a non-lethal action. So essentially what I'm getting at here is you can't tell someone to attack their ally,
No.
not at rank 1.
Yeah.
And you can't tell someone to go walk into a lava pit.
No,
Um,
wouldn't dream of it. Give me all your money. Strip
yes,
down
you
to your
would.
undies.
You 100% would dream of telling someone
Yeah,
to walk
yeah.
into a lava pit, and they would.
Is that
Remove
what really
all of
happened at
your
the end of
clothing.
T2? I'm going to need your pants, your jacket, and your boots.
I saw German.
Amazing.
Walk into that hail of bullets for me. To be a deer.
Stand in front of me for 1 minute.
Non-harmful.
No. That's beyond level 1. Like beyond the low levels. Go be, honey. Do be a deer and be a meat shield for me.
Though, if
And
they
then at
don't
rank
know it's
2
lethal,
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
true.
what I was saying. Stand in front of me for the next minute.
you could also say, like, go out to that parking lot and do the chicken, knowing full well that security's going to come running.
And I'm supposed to be the evil one. Hey, you're biting my style. That I'm the evil one here.
Well, I think this works synergetically really well with the attractive trait that you picked up, because
Yeah, it
Mhm.
does.
by doing that, you can convince them to do something, and then you can also convince them to stick around you if need be.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying. Just tell them, oh, I would love it. I would love it if you could just stand in front of me for the next 60 seconds
Absolutely.
while somebody immediately starts opening fire at you and they're just getting shot in the back.
And they go down, happy to serve.
By your
As you wish.
By your
Wish.
command.
Thunk. Message for you, sir. One of my favorite lines of the Holy Grail, and everyone
yes.
always forgets it.
Actually, I think I'll make a full recovery, sir.
No.
Then you will.
I'm actually feeling quite all right.
You're busy focusing on Brave Sorov and ran away.
Brave Robin ran away. Yes.
No, I didn't.
Did not. I
Did
advanced.
not. Did not.
I advanced in the other direction.
One night standing.
Yep. Tis only a flesh wound. How about you? We'll call it a draw.
It could be worse. You liar.
What a great movie.
It's
Classic.
classic.
It's one of the best. What's that expression? Pinnacle. It's pinnacle of comedy.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't make them like they used to.
No. I don't think they would be able to remake half of their movies today. Same with what's his name? The guy who did
Mel Brooks.
the farts, the bean farts, and Spaceballs.
I thought you were going Mel Brooks.
Oh,
too.
Mel Brooks. Yeah.
Mel Brooks. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mel
it
Brooks.
is Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Mel Brooks. Speaking of Spaceballs, this coming Thursday, I am running a Spaceballs Sagas game.
Oh my god!
Nice.
Literally,
I
this
see
system
your
can do
Schwartz is
anything.
as big as mine. I think mine's a
It
little
matters
bit
how
bigger.
you use it. It's been so
Oh,
long
God.
since I've seen that one.
Oh, I know, right?
Same. You're gonna have to rewatch it for your campaign.
Yeah.
Ah, shucks.
Oh no! Oh jeez!
What happened?
More Mel Brooks content? Oh, dang it. Raven, I
Yeah.
posted a real quick suggestion power for you
Right.
Oh, I see.
in our group chat.
Okay. Oh shoot.
So I decided
I only
I'm
grew up to
gonna.
rank 3 because we're only going to be level 3.
Yeah. I've got my craft, hacking, IT. I took down a notch, and then I've got detect tech, and 1 rank of powered deflection.
Ah, such
So-
a good one.
In a pinch, I'm just gonna like throw up a really quick force field. And I know that's a different power, but that's how I'm seeing it. Yeah.
No, it works. It works. Powered deflection has truly come on. Has truly been some of the most clutch moves in any games that I've run.
Heck yeah.
We did a cosmic horror one once, and the terrifying tentacle claw mouth monstrosity swiped at 2 characters, and they both knew powered deflection, and they both rolled really, really badly to avoid, and they just deflected each other's blows, and it was like this super emotional moment too.
You saved me! You saved me!
You saved me!
Oh, you said our group chat. Okay.
All right, last time I disappear. Sorry. Unless I need more
No
coffee,
worries.
would maybe coming up soon. Now I do have a question because I'm looking at the build guide. So I've got my 2 effort and my 2 health, and I put in level 3 because that's where we're starting at. Now I'm looking at the level up. So it says when the GM allows it, all PCs level up at the same time. Normally this is right after a major plot point. It says here that we increase our maximum health or effort by 1. So if I
Correct.
want to increase, because we're going up by 2, so I would put 1 into each, or I could put 2 into 1, right?
Correct. So you
Okay.
could remain at 2 health and then have 4 effort, or you could have 3 of each, or you could go 4 health and 2 effort.
Okay. And then spend 2 rank points on talents.
Yep. So talents and powers, you can spend 2 rank points in there. So you have
For
3
each
at
level.
rank 1 right now. You can bring one of those up to, with a single rank point, you can bring one of those up to rank 2, or learn a new one at rank 1.
Okay. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make my create weapon even better, and I'm going to do enchant weapon.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, my question is, it says by completing an 8-hour ritual, you can imbue a mundane weapon with a harmless magical effect. I don't think I'm going to take that then, because the
Yeah,
mundane
that
weapon.
one's pretty low powered. Just because if you had access to the bigger stuff too early on, some crazy power builds and then would come online, and
Yeah.
basically it would turn into the game where if you don't take enchant weapon, you're bad. I don't like that. So it doesn't come online for a hot second.
Yeah.
But your weapon can grow flowers on everything it touches if you want.
Or continuously shed light if you can't see in the dark.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm going to try and find something a little bit tastier.
Don't no. Those are bad
Sorry.
noises.
Oh my god, that works perfect. Okay, teleport miner. Teleport to a close location without making a check.
Teleport
Oh,
miner.
You're going to have all the momentum,
Then your Nightcrawler.
all the mobility.
You're going Nightcrawler, right?
Pretty much. That's
Basically
kind of what
Nightcrawler.
that's
Yep.
what's going through my mind. So teleport
You
to a
got a
close
tail?
location without making a check. By spending 2 effort as your action, you can use your combat action to teleport to an adjacent zone you can see without making a check. And I'm going to take my second out of 4, because we're allowed 4 points, right?
Right.
Okay,
So,
so
at
I'm
the
going to
end,
put
your ranks should total 7.
7. Okay. So I'm going to put my second one into spend 1 effort.
Perfect. Teleport miner is another one that I think is really, really cool. Just blink to a new spot.
Exactly.
I think that's just a very unfortunate name.
I was thinking of something else.
Minor teleport. Just it has to be teleport minor because,
Teleport comma
alphabetical.
minor.
I was gonna go
Teleport minor.
Are we talking about minors or minors?
We're thinking.
Well, I was
we're on the
thinking-
same
Not
line.
not.
I was thinking about maybe teleport major, but the problem is that it says by spending 3 effort.
Then you'd have a miscut.
And
Yeah,
that's-
so you would need to spend one of your you would need at least 3 effort in order to use that in the first place.
Yeah, and that's a little unfortunate for me. So
You teleport and a Miss Gutsy appears right in front of you. You're really pissed off with a flamethrower.
Ha! Die, meatbags.
it's not meat bags; it's smooth skins.
So I chose influencer, sweet talker, and I went with the suggestion.
All right.
And then
Now you get some.
I was gonna go with
now that you've
suggestion
chosen
rank
Raven,
2.
you get to do some level ups.
So suggestion rank 2.
So suggestion rank 2 that works.
We just have to go
you
with
have-
what you would do for level 2 for that.
Oh no! I already did that in the screenshot.
Okay.
So I've got ranks
that's
1,
right.
2, and 3 for suggestion.
Okay, I got it. Non-harmful changes to non-lethal.
So it can harm, but it can't kill.
Right. So punch yourself in the face for like no kidding. Like for a half hour. Just to amuse me.
Ow, my face!
Okay. I think I found my next one. I'm going to do control wind. I'm going to put 2 ranks into it, and I can use my wings or whatever for controlling the wind.
I like
Ooh.
it. I really like that. I do have a question about your wings, though. This is sci-fi land.
Yeah, so that's like just like the tail. I was thinking like robotic kind of wings
Yeah,
that have
maybe
been
like
grafted onto the back.
they're like the hover, the things on like the Harriers where
VTOL.
they make you like hover.
Right. VTOL engine.
Oh, like a turbine?
Yep.
Kind of. You know, like Avengers movie where Shield has that big like mobile platform and it's held up
Yeah.
by the big fans essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The helicarrier.
what I was I don't even play the game. It's one of those multiplayer online games. I think it's called Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
There's a character in Overwatch. I
Mercy?
think she's a healer,
Mercy.
Yep.
Mercy, and she has like those robotic wings. That's what I was
Yep.
thinking of.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're mashing up Angel and Nightcrawler together.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm able to teleport around. I can use my wings to move an enemy creature. I can turn my arms or my appendages into weapons. I can sprint away. I'm safe in urban settings, but I'm also naive. I have insomnia, and I have a prehensile tail. So I am all leveled up and I'm all set. And the ranks, I have 2 for control wind, 2 for teleport miner, 1 for create weapon, 1 for sprinter, 1 for urban survivalist. So I've got all 7.
Perfect. I like it.
And I've changed my effort to 3 out of 3 and health to 3 out of 3. So I am fully leveled up.
You are ready to
Got to
go.
look at
There is
equipment.
one more thing. Equipment, exactly. You get 2 pieces of non-advanced equipment.
Okay. And for leveling up, do we get any additional equipment or no?
Nope. That usually comes with in-story stuff, like loot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are your what's your talent spread looking like, Raven?
The 3 I chose I told you was influencer, sweet talker, and suggestion.
Perfect. Now you can do your level ups. So when you level up, you can increase either your maximum health or your maximum effort by 1. So you get to do that twice. Pick one each time. So you can have 2 and 4, 3 and 3, or 4 and 2. The other thing you get when you level up is additional ranks. You can't have any ranks above 3 since you are level 3. But in total, you will have 7. Each level you get an extra 2, and you start with 3. And so once we're at level 3, that makes 7. I know, words-wise, that probably didn't make sense.
Once we get a little bit more like people get a little bit more familiar with the system, it'll become much easier to understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, question for you. If it says uncommon, is that something that we can get or no?
Uncommon,
Or
if an
special?
uncommon weapon requires additional training to use. Like you can't
Oh,
just
okay.
pick it up with no knowledge and expect to be able to harm reliably with it.
Then what about special? Are we able to pick up special or no?
Yes, special just means not commonly existing in our current world. And this
Okay.
is sci-fi, so there's plenty of things that are going to be existing in this world that don't exist in ours.
Okay. Since we already have a techie, are you picking up the lock tools?
No.
Okay, then I will pick up lockpick.
Okay.
Okay, Dennis. I was kind of typing when you were explaining the level up. Oh, okay. As it was. Oh wait.
Yep, you're good.
Okay,
I heard
now
everything.
I'm ranking up again.
So
That was-
every time you level up,
Yes.
you get to increase either your maximum health or your maximum effort by 1.
Okay. So I'll go with effort by 1, so that's 3 now.
And you will be leveling up twice to level 3, so you get to do that again.
Okay, so go 3 and 3.
All right. And you also get to spend additional ranks. So right now at level 1, your rank in all of your talents is 1.
Right.
In order to get higher ranks in the talents, you need to level up rank points.
Mm-hmm.
You get 2 additional at each level, and with each of them, you can either increase the rank of one of your talents or learn a new talent at rank 1.
Okay.
At the end, you should have a total of 7 ranks across all of your talents. And none of them are allowed to be higher than 3 because you are only level 3.
Right. So how about let's see. So I can pump up 2 of my ranks to level 2 or like was it 2 or 3? If I jump
You
up.
can pump up 2 of your ranks to rank 3.
Okay. So I'll go with suggestion level 3. And sweet talker.
All right.
Okay, I'm set. My equipment, I picked up lock repair tools, and since I'm going to be blinking and running around and flying and all that shit, I picked up a rifle.
All right. Rifle, I believe, is rifle common or uncommon?
Uncommon.
So do you have the necessary talent to be able to wield that?
What is the talent required for it?
Weapon training, uncommon.
Shit.
It's only 1 rank at uncommon.
Weapon training. Wow, my dyslexia is kicking in. Hold on. Okay.
So I'd imagine like I'm beyond rank 3, like I'm upper echelon of a suggestion, and it would change from non-lethal to self like reckless abandon.
All right. I'm going to take away my urban specialist, and I'm going to replace that with uncommon training.
All right.
Because it's a one shot. If this was a long term campaign, I think the urban survivalist would be more important.
Yeah. A lot more utility, definitely. Winter, what equipment did you pick up?
Since we can only take 2
2
2
crowbars.
pieces, yeah, 2 you can never have enough crowbars.
Ha!
Don't forget,
I just
the crowbars, so you guys don't need to pick it up.
I just took crafting tools for electronics and traps.
Ooh.
That's the crafter's heritage that I took for traps.
Traps?
I like it.
I don't even
Yep.
see traps on here.
No, it's a crafter's heritage is you just pick something that you can craft.
Okay.
Same with the craft talent.
Okay.
I like it. This is going to be interesting. All right, and with that, I think
Hold on.
I think we've all got our stuff.
Oh.
We've got Cap, your super mobile boy, wings, tail, teleport, everything,
And sprinting.
and sprinting. That's right. We've got our techie from Winter, who's going to be able to hack through every obstacle I'm able to throw at you. And we've got every tech obstacle. And for the more human obstacles, we've got Raven, who's just going to suggest that they let us pass. And they will.
By the way, I've officially picked a name. I'm naming myself Hopper.
Hopper. Like Stranger Things Hopper.
Yeah,
Very cool.
but because I'm able to hop from one place to the next, the next, the next, I think it applies. It's either that or
So more
Skipper,
like
but I thought
Bug's Life
Skipper sounded
Hopper.
too cute.
If a frog had wings, it wouldn't bump its ass when it hopped.
So my additional power or talent is create illusion.
Ooh.
I like it.
Nice.
Hey, could you look at this for me for a minute and then just create something to distract somebody?
Exactly.
Perfect.
Here, can you? Does this smell like chloroform to you?
Does this taste like a rupee?
Why, yes, yes, it does.
I haven't heard that since high school. Oh my god.
It's real old now.
Oh my lord. You just brought me back like 20 fucking years, man.
And I think the last step in character creation is Raven, you get to pick out some equipment.
I do.
2 pieces of non-advanced equipment. Because the advanced equipment is broken as hell.
Right. Why do you hate me? No, I'm kidding. Creature comforts can't even have them. Whatever shall I have?
I think while you're deciding on that, if it's all right, we could go to break, put on a 10-minute
Yes.
countdown.
Perfect.
Yes, I would appreciate
If
that.
you've been
quite a
watching
bit.
us for a while, take a moment to get up, stretch, refill your water, grab a snack, whatever you need. We will
Coffee.
do the same.
Back.
Hi, back. We're back.
And that's a great
Um,
movie. We're back.
We are back.
We're back. It's that movie where like the
Movie.
dinosaurs are brought from the past into the present, and then they turn into like instead of the predatory dinosaurs. Oh my gosh, that was such a fun movie. You gotta check that out.
Well, I'll put it
It
on
is
my list,
adorable.
and then probably I'll play sagas in that genre or in that
Okay.
world. All right, so we've got our characters put together at long last. We've got our equipment set. We've got all of our you know who all of us are. It's time to introduce our characters. So, in this world run by the AI father, many cities are still operational. Just because the world is run by an AI does not mean that humans have been wiped out. It just means that the laws are much more strict, and there are a couple very, very unethical decisions being made for efficiency.
Would you say they're inhuman name?
Inhumane.
Inhumane decisions?
Inhuman.
Yeah.
Inhumane. Yes, I would. The pun's almost working. We're not quite there.
I know, yeah. We'll have to workshop it.
The day when I workshop puns is going to be a dark day indeed. So, you three are a part of a resistance force surviving in the wilderness outside of city limits. And you have been sent on a scouting mission. There is a bunker just within the city wall that is heavily defended. The problem is you don't know why. You don't know what's in there. There have been people that have gone missing from your organization. Hopefully, they've been taken captive, and you might be able to find out where they are finally. But you're not sure if this is the place. If they are still alive, they will probably be here. It is a forested region. This bunker sits alone as far as buildings go. The skyscrapers of the nearby city are visible through the canopy of deep green leaves. It is a cool spring day, and the air smells fresh, though you can still catch that hint of smog choking out the natural air. In the distance, you can hear the engines of the city whirring, but for the most part, all you can hear are the songbirds and the wind rustling the leaves above. The compound that you are targeting is... Actually, you know what? Before I start to describe more of your surroundings, we'll do some character introductions and physical descriptions. And we'll start with Winter. What's your character's name, and what do they look like?
Hello. Tara is this mousy little woman, always covered in either dirt or some grime, as she's always climbing through piles of discarded electronics and tech to find pieces that she cobbles together into improvised devices, whether they be traps or things that she uses to hack more advanced technology. Wears a hoodie that she's had for so long that it's developed a lot of holes, and it's very beloved, very beloved. But yeah, that's Tara.
Walking in stride next to Tara is Raven's character. What is your character's name, and what do they look like in this beautiful forested morning?
So Rachel is she stands about 5'4". A little bit on the thin side. She's lost quite a bit over the years. Kind of closed off, not so cheery. Every once in a while, she has her her moments of inspiration or moments of happiness when she gets to take advantage of people to kind of cheer herself up. She's a little bit on the damage side because she feels guilty over something that over an accident that she feels responsible for that caused the injury and death of some of her friends. She's pale skinned. It doesn't really go out into the light as much, so she's kind of covered up. Purple and black hair, like long hair, like what I have right now. She's when she actually does open up and talk to people, she tends to have this personality that after people have finally broken through, and she uses that to her advantage. She lets people think that that they've gotten through so that they can take advantage of her when she's kind of employing reverse psychology. She's drawing them in so that she can take advantage of them. Kind of acts like the clingy type. She's always looking for the next new thing that she so she doesn't have to deal with wearing rags. She's kind of used to the finer things, but she can't get them anymore.
It's true. They are scarce, and even though ooh, Cap's camera.
Finally
Even
got it to
though
work.
I like it. Yay. Even though Rachel's story is one that is pretty common among those that are a part of this rebellion, this story of loss and guilt. Even though it's common and pretty frequent among the people that you've met, it makes it no less painful. And taking up the rear behind these two is Cap's character.
Yep. So my character, I'm trying to get my headphones to work. Hold on 1 second. Can you say something for a moment?
We
Something.
are
How's
saying
this?
words.
All right,
Not working. Being a poop.
you're still right there, Hopper, right?
Goodness, keep
And-
up.
Up and lost completely.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
So taking up the rear is Hopper, who is a very clearly been augmented over time, trying to find out the best mixture of technology and humanity for himself. He has a set of wings that seem to be completely and totally attached to his physical body. They've been augmented into him. He's got a prehensile tail that is also completely robotic, and he's walking around in what can only be considered shabby chic for this post-apocalyptic wasteland that we call Father's Domain, or whatever it is that we are calling it at this point. But yeah, Hopper's pulling up the rear, and he's keeping an eye out with a naive, stupid little smile on his face, because he likes being out in nature, and it's definitely a big difference from constantly being in the hellscape city that they originate from.
And a question for the three of you before we continue. A very important question. Have the three of you gone on many missions before, or are you a newly formed scouting group?
That
I
is a
feel
good
like
question.
I've definitely worked with Hopper before. In fact, I've been tasked on a couple of occasions of giving you repairs.
Yes, definitely.
And providing tech oversight.
Right. So you two were an obvious pairing, but how does Rachel fit into this dynamic? Has Rachel met these two, worked with these two before?
Probably more than likely to just stumbled into them.
Probably assigned to this mission just in case there's any actual humans guarding this place.
And
Yeah, I'll admit that Rachel's air of disassociation just kind of freaks Tara out a little bit, so she hasn't approached yet.
I just have a way of talking to people.
Oh,
Or not
I'm
talking to
sure.
them.
I wouldn't question it. You're here for a reason, I guess.
Kind of.
Well, I mean, just look at her.
What are you insinuating?
Nothing.
I mean, she's really striking. Yeah.
My
The
talents.
wind blows through the branches and leaves and sort of pushes Rachel's hair back to frame her face perfectly.
Oh, stop!
We're
And
not insinuating anything.
and even Tara will blush and like look away.
And I think Hopper would probably do the same.
Mhm.
Be like, oh,
Go on. Let's. Why are we supposed to be finding something?
Oh, yes. So what are the parameters of our mission as I relate them to the team?
Your mission is
if you
to
choose
scout
to
out.
accept it.
Yeah, right.
You've been tasked to scout out this single concrete building that has an unreasonable amount of security for what it appears to be. Your job is to find out what's inside, why there's so much security. On the surface, you've seen pictures of it from like satellite imaging. It appears to be like a a concrete building that is just like one room worth. No windows, just a single door. That door is always guarded by both a human and a robot, and there are cameras on all four corners. You already know this. This is what you know going into the mission. Other than that, you're going to have to find out stuff for yourself.
So our overall mission is we have to discover what this facility is protecting. My suggestion would be to scout out potential egress and ingress options and get as much of a layout as possible as well.
Do we know what's going to be inside?
That's what we have to find out.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I mean, knowing what's always going on, I mean, it's definitely going to be fine. And I'm going to roll my d12 for the common sense. I got a 7.
Oh yeah,
And a -2.
So what do I
totally
think?
gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's totally going to be
These
fine.
missions never go sideways.
Yeah, these missions are always cool. Everything's always peachy. And that's why he's got this stupid smile on his face. Just
And that's why we love you.
You know, if you say so, you're the experienced one here.
that's terrifying to hear, but thank you.
Or I could just walk up and if do they seem do the guards seem like or whoever's protecting this building seem like they're hostile?
You finally get a good vantage point, and the building comes into view. You have to you're on a little bit of a hill, and you're peering down towards it. And you can see the two guards flanking the steel door with an entrance to this place. It looks like there is a pin pad to put in a code to unlock the door. And the two guards are as described. One of them appears to be human, dressed in military gear, typical square camo outfit. And the other one is in this exact same camo, but is a robot with holes in the joints. Both of them have the exact same pose, wearing the exact same helmet, and holding the exact same automatic rifle.
Oh. Yeah.
That's a lot of firepower for.
What's the worst that can happen?
We die. That's pretty bad.
Start
gonna roll
wandering
again.
up there.
I got an 8. Oh, we're not going to die.
I wouldn't do that.
This is just me using my my naivete. I'm not making any skill checks. Just an 8. We're not going to die. We'll be fine.
Too late already.
There's no
There are
Is it
also
okay if
four
I get in the back
cameras
then?
on a camera on each corner of this building, like a security cam that is slowly going, like panning left and right.
All right. Well, they're rushing forward, so I'm going to pull up my, I guess my cobbled together computer and see if I can't sniff out the connection to the cameras and, like, I don't know, disrupt them or something.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a check to see if you can disrupt the cameras from here.
Mm-hmm. And I believe that is going to be a D8.
A 2.
You're doing a lot
That
better
was the
than me.
difficulty I had set, so that is a success.
Flashing.
And you immediately get onto the wireless. You make safe your computer first because you're about to connect to a network that father might be watching. And
this
you
is
get onto
this
the
is
wireless.
like so I don't connect to the network for long. It's more of a burst transmission to disrupt to cut the signal between the camera and the main stuff. So
You judge by the make and model of the security cameras in question, and they're ones you recognize and have practiced, and you already have this program like locked and loaded. You just pull it up and separate out the portion of the computer that's going to do the transmission. It sends the program into the connection that these cameras are communicating with, and immediately all the cameras just stop, and you can see the little red light in each of them go and turn off.
See, I told you everything would be fine.
And it looks
Well-
like the guards at the door have not noticed yet.
the guards are your problem.
There's no problem. We'll be fine.
If you say so.
Well, we've got. Hold on. We've got Rachel. So, Rachel, maybe you can ask them to type in the code. And I can distract the robot guard.
I just walk up and start look at the human guard up and down, like, have any food? It's been a few hours. It's been
As
actually a
you
couple days.
approach, both of them immediately point their weapons towards you. And the human guard sort of like cocks his head to the side, but the robot is mechanically just training its weapon on you. And you can hear from the robot, "Depart these premises. These are off limits to civilians."
Just looking for food. You impersonal piece of trash. How about you? Happen to have any food?
Uh,
Well, that's just rude.
Go ahead and make what check are you trying to do? Are you trying to use suggestion?
Um,
Or are you just trying to convince this guy naturally first?
naturally, maybe sweet talk, a sweet talker.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and make a check. See if you can convince this guy to give you food.
Can I use the negative?
Please, sir, may I have some more?
Just a wee bit.
More?
Just a spot, please. Let's see. It's a D8, right?
Yep,
One
because
moment.
you're a sweet talker.
Yes.
So, regular skill checks take a d6, specified skill checks take a d8, and then advanced skill checks take a d12. Is that how it works?
The size of the die is entirely dependent on what's on your character sheet.
Right.
If your character sheet doesn't have anything that applies to it, you're rolling a d10. If your character
Okay.
sheet has something that makes it harder for you to do something, like you have bad eyesight or you have a wound that's bothering you, it'll be a d12.
Okay.
If you don't have anything holding you back, then it would be a d8 or a d6 depending on your
If you
traits
have
and
advanced
talents.
training in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot to look
Yeah.
up what sweet talker level 3. I'm looking it up now. Can I use a -2?
Yeah. Take the
Yeah,
-2.
we got one -2.
Anybody else in chat want to give us any -2s? We'll take them. Cough, cough, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Wink, wink, wink. Say them all. Say them all.
Say 'em all, say 'em all.
Hey. And it's going to be a Monty Python night tonight.
It is
It
Monty
really
Python.
is.
It's always Monty
Just a
Python.
smidge. Just a smidge.
What are you
so what's your
talking
total
about?
for the
You
check,
know.
Raven?
Okay.
Sex.
1.
Ooh.
1.
Yep.
Perfect. The guard sort of
Takes pity on you.
puts his visor up, and you can actually see his eyes. Yeah,
Have some
sure. I
sym-
think I got some
You have some sympathy, right?
rations here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. And the robot immediately turns and points his gun at his comrade. Cease and desist. Do not feed the populace. Just hang on, XR. We'll be fine. Just give it a moment.
Yeah.
Cease and desist.
Yeah,
Would
XR,
you
relax.
give it a rest, man? I'm just giving her something to eat. That's all.
Like I'm trying to rob a bank or something. Goodness. I wouldn't actually
This
try to
will
rob a
be
bank.
reported. Yeah. Do what you need to do. Report it. It's fine.
Don't you have some?
And
Don't you have
the
a
robot
self-test
trains
mode
his
that you
gun
can put
back
yourself
on you,
into?
Rachel. Sorry, do I have a what?
No, I'm talking about your robot pet.
Oh no, he's not my pet. He's my comrade in arms. Can't go
Doesn't seem
anywhere
like
without
much
him.
of a
So actually,
comrade.
pet, right? I remember back in the old days they were merely pets or like tools. To think we
Nope.
to think we
This
entertain
they're closer to equals. In fact, sometimes I give him orders, sometimes he gives me orders, and
Oh, I don't
just
need
depends
I
on the
don't need to
situation.
know I don't need to know all of that.
Oh,
While they're dealing
sorry?
with the guards, I'm gonna be
They can just
moving down the wall, just kind of around the corner, using detect tech to locate some sort of venting unit or something. Anything
Alright.
that might be a vital point of infrastructure.
Go ahead and make a check.
Which I use. Well, there's no check to it for detect tech, but
Right. So you don't automatically detect any, like there's no immediate technologically advanced equipment anywhere around you.
sure.
But you can make a check to try to determine like a weak point in the structure, find a vent, another way out or in other than that door.
Okay.
And would that be a D10, right? Or a D8?
If you don't have anything on your sheet that gives you a bonus to it, it would be a D10.
Right, D10. Okay. Just trying to understand.
You're good. You're good.
6.
No, these questions are good. We get to teach the audience.
Yes. As an
What'd you
educator,
get?
that is always
A
necessary.
6. You actually with a 6, since it's not really well hidden, that is a success, and you do see a vent in the back on the opposite side from the main door. It's a little bit high up, like close to the roof, but there's a vent maybe a foot by half a foot.
I'm gonna lean back around.
Yeah.
Come.
Go ahead and grab the rations. I'll be right back.
yeah, I'll be fine.
Rachel,
I'll be fine.
give me a
I'll be
minute.
fine.
And I'm gonna head on over to where Tara is.
Give me a boost, and you have that crowbar, right?
Boost. No. Hold on one second. And I'm gonna use my teleportation, minor teleportation. Can I use that?
Yeah, absolutely. Where are you
Teleport
going?
to the. I want to teleport to the inside of the vent.
The vent is like, it's like this big.
I'm a small guy.
With wings?
Maybe.
And a
Okay,
jetpack.
then to the roof.
Okay, yeah. You don't even have to do your teleport. You can just fly up there.
Okay, I'll just and fly on up, and I will. I'll because of the suggestion, the crowbar is. Hold on a second, and I'm going to look at the vent itself. What kind of screws or attachments does it have? Is it welded on? Is it screwed on? What is it?
It appears to be riveted on, and as you're looking at it, you do get a whiff of what's inside, and whatever it is, it doesn't smell bad, but it's very warm, the air being pumped out of this vent.
Yum.
No, it's not like a disgusting warm. It's like
It's just the AC. It's the HVAC. Yeah.
yeah.
Or ventilation for the whatever power source they've got in there.
Just reminded me I needed to turn off my AC. I was feeling cold. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Perfect.
Then I will like pull out my little prehensile tail and I'm going to change it into a crowbar.
Chink.
And I'm going to use that to pry open the vent.
Go ahead and make a check. Using a crowbar, you get a D8 on this.
Must be nice to have a tail that's a pocket
All
knife.
right. I got a 3.
A 3. That is a success. With the crowbar attachment on your tail, you pry the vent open, and it's not clean. The vent itself, like the metal tears, and it doesn't come off at the rivets. Like the rivets are still on, but you managed to rip a lot of portions of the vent off. There's sort of like some sharp edges around the sides, but it is much more open, and you can see inside.
Okay, what do I see?
Make a check.
Okay, is that just going to be a D10, right?
Mm-hmm. This is going to be a difficulty 6.
Oh, I got a 2. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely see inside. It is dark. You expected sort of to see like a elevator leading down, like this is something leading to a underground base, something along those lines. But instead, all you see is like a server room.
I'm going to report that down to Tara. Just be like, it's just filled with computers. Big computers. Lots of
Ooh.
flashy lights. And it's really
I need to get
warm.
in there.
Okay, well,
Yeah, it's a server room. So what they're doing is they're pumping all of the hot air away from the servers, which if the heat were to build up in there, it would melt the servers, and it's not good.
Maybe we could clog the vent?
If we wanted to destroy what was in there, but we need to find out what is in there.
Well, now we know what's in there, so why don't we just clog the
But
vent?
we don't know what the servers are holding or what they're doing with the servers, because usually servers are just holding data. Data comes from something that they're doing, whether that is trading information or they've got a whole lab in there. I don't know.
I'm going to roll my D12. I got a natural 1. Okay, so, all right. Okay, I gotcha.
You're aware of the situation. Like
Yeah.
there could be something very important in here. And if you just destroy it, that knowledge will be gone.
I mean, I'm not a historian in this world. I'm a monkey bat.
So
A
you're
metal
one of
monkey
the
bat.
flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Work your magic, Dr. Jones. No.
I'm a mixture of the flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz with the T-1000 from T2.
as you finally find out what's inside here, servers, but what kind and why, you're not sure. We will switch back over to the door, where the robot has finally run thin on its patience. You and your companions are to leave immediately. You are trespassing.
I'm not trespassing. I'm just trying to get some food and some conversation. Relax, robot.
I am incapable of relaxing, and you are trespassing. Please
You're
vacate the
acting-
premises.
You're acting like you have like you have some type of wire or stick up your. Never mind.
Port.
Thank you for the food, but I do have questions. Like what's behind?
yeah.
What's in the
Yeah,
facility?
sure. Oh, it's just some stuff. It's not a whole lot to
You
worry
can tell
about.
me. Who am I gonna tell, really?
Go ahead and make a check.
That robot is gonna shoot you.
You can't shoot her because she's in close range. Automatic rifles cannot
I'll use her
fire in
buddy.
melee range.
I'll use her buddy for a meat shield.
I think it'll find a way. Unlife finds a way. No, I'm sorry.
5.
I'm sorry. It's like it's a little bit classified. This is classification T4, the highest rank of classification offered by Father.
Come on, really? It's not like I'm trying to steal top secret documents. I'm just curious.
Well, I guess a little
How dare you? I mean,
curiosity never hurt anybody. But in this case, I'm sorry. We
unarmed
can't
girl, really.
tell you anything further.
You're unarmed? 你疯了.
They don't need to know anything.
Okay. Yeah, I guess mine would be a little bit more obvious because I'm carrying a rifle. Do you have like a pistol or something?
Crumbit and a spike chain.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'm sorry. You're very, very nice, but we can't let anybody inside. We can't even talk about what's behind that door. It's top secret.
Okay, so we don't have to talk about what's inside. Where are you stationed? Or where's your barracks? How far away?
Oh, miner's actually just outside the city.
Nice.
Like XR here and I here are stationed together. Wherever we go together. So his charging port is right next to my bed, and
I think I'm understanding.
yeah, it's chill.
Okay, sure it is.
Convince him to
anyway.
type in the code.
Hey, I'm kind of needing to use the little girl's room. You mind?
Oh, we don't have a restroom in there. Not nearly enough space. I think the closest one is going to be I think about a half a mile that way there's a gas station.
That's so far away. Where do you guys where do you go?
In the forest.
Oh, these are very special suits.
Ew.
They're like spacesuits.
Oh,
Just stand there shitting yourself.
please don't tell me you use any of that for sustenance.
No.
Yeah, it goes into a camel bag.
I just threw up a little bit.
That's what they drink.
Oh, just the thought of it. Oh goodness. You sure?
If you kick him in the dick, I mean, he's catheterized right now. That would be crippling. He would not stand back up from that.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna provoke them so much. I'm just like subtly kind of trying to work him for information and stuff.
Hey,
Back to the
Hopper.
vent in the back.
Yeah. Hopper, just give me a boost. I'm going to wiggle in there and see if I can't get to that room.
I look at the vent. Is it going to be big enough for her?
It's gonna be tight, and the cut, like I said, was not clean. It's got sharp edges.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I make a check to use my crowbar to kind of like, like bend in the metal on those sharp edges so that it won't cut her coming in?
Just on the way
Yeah,
out.
go ahead and make a check.
Well, hopefully on the way out she can use the door. Oh, I got another 2.
With a 2,
Nice.
you're actually able to twist the metal away from it, so it's not even bent in. Like you could go in or out without getting cut
Oh,
now.
nice.
Sweet. Okay. And then with that, I'm gonna lower down my tail, kind of like a climbing rope.
Yeah.
Rapunzel,
And I will
Rapunzel.
let down your tail.
Let down your tail.
grab my ass hair. Here you go.
Oh no!
Did not need to know that.
All right.
No.
All right, on that, just on that note, so I've got this deck of not safe for work, like random magical effect cards, and one of them does state that for a week your hair grows like an inch and a half or something like that.
Oh, I don't like it.
That
I don't like it.
so horrible.
I
Did not
I
know.
want that deck. I want that deck so bad, but that would be so horrible.
I'll give you the information later.
Please, that would be great.
So, yeah, I gonna scale that tail and climb up his back and do my best to slip into the vents.
You're pretty small, but this is still going to take a check.
Okay. I'm gonna
be-
get stuck.
Pocket
That's going to be a
size.
D10 because there's no
Yeah.
extra thing, right?
5.
Unless you can justify one.
Okay.
There is also the help ability that all of you have. You can spend 2 effort to add 1 die to an ally's check by helping them. And it's basically D&D advantage. You just take the lowest roll.
Do I need to be in
That
proximity?
actually reminds me, when and how do we regain effort?
When
Every
you
time
fail,
you fail a
rolls.
check, you get 1 effort.
Okay, so I should have like 7 effort at this point then.
No, you
Because I
max
go
out.
over your
like-
maximum.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. So I will. Does a 5 succeed or no?
A 5, it looks like she's struggling real hard. A 5 is
Okay.
going to be a failure.
I'm gonna roll. What do I need to roll to help? You said D6.
No, you just spend
You don't
2
have
effort.
to roll anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
Then-
I essentially roll a second die.
Okay. Then I will
hopefully
use
it's
2
lower.
effort and pray to God that you do better.
Still 5.
God damn it.
Oh no.
Do I need to be in
You
proximity?
are Tara, you are stuck waist down, still out in the open.
Legs are
dangling
kicking
both ends,
out.
legs kicking. And on the inside, you can see it's almost completely dark in here. Like there's no light now that you are stuck in the only window.
I have a perfect solution.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be
What if you just cut
Um,
her in half?
no. I'm
That
gonna
worked for like
I'm
a
gonna-
minute.
I'm gonna call into the vent. I'm gonna be like, brace yourself for an impact. And I'm going to use my ability to control wind. And because I have second level, I can create a localized gust of wind strong enough to move a medium creature into an adjacent zone.
I love it.
Wait,
So you
what?
create like this vacuum seal on the vent around her waist, and you activate the fans.
Square block through
And
there and move.
you pop into the server room. It is boiling in here. It's so hot.
Wow, their thermostat is broken.
Water.
Unfortunately, that little bit of wind made some noise.
Oh boy.
Both the robot and the guard turn. Say, he flips his visor back down. Where'd your companions go?
I just met them. I just
They
I,
probably-
That doesn't
I
answer
do
my
not know
question.
them.
I was traveling around. I just bumped into them, so I'm not really with them.
All right, make a check to see if you can lie to this guy.
1.
Ooh.
A 1. All right. Well, I don't blame you if you fell in with the wrong sort, but we're gonna have to
How can I
We're gonna
can't
have
help
to
it if
take a
they're
look.
miscreants?
Yep. You just sit tight right
Okay.
here.
Not
We'll
a
be right
problem.
back.
I'm safer over
He
here.
looks over at the robot, glances towards it, and then does this above his head, and both of them split and walk around the building on opposite sides towards the back.
Okay. Do I hear them coming?
We'll say yes, you do.
Okay, if I hear them coming, then because I'm already flying, I'm just gonna go back on top of the roof and hide.
As they peel away, as those two guards peel away, I do a savior's kind of whistle.
What? What's a
Cap, go
savior's
ahead and
whistle?
make me a check.
All right.
It's from The Walking Dead.
D10. This is 10. That is a 10. 3.
You flatten yourself as much as you can against the roof, and neither of them seem to notice you, but they definitely notice the open vent. All right. We're going to need to call maintenance down here. Can I get a guy? It looks like there's
Rats.
some rodents might have gotten into the building.
Rodents of unusual size.
You are aware that the wildlife in this post-apocalyptic world, some of it is strong enough to do that. Some of them have gone insane and
an angry honey badger or something.
Oh God.
could probably tear through that.
Honey badger ain't got no cool.
Tara, please make me a check to try to figure out what's inside here.
Yes. Mm. And
Oh.
It's hot,
Man.
and there's you don't even see any ports to plug into.
Oh, scheiße.
I'm gonna look for the environmental controls.
You're in here wandering around, already starting to sweat. The two guards are meandering back to the front. Rachel, what are you doing while they are away?
Mm, trying to see if they have any more any more of the rations, and also whatever I can do over here to draw the guards back.
Nothing. They didn't leave anything behind. It's just two people standing there.
Is there anything around that I can use to make noise?
Yeah, it's a forest. There's plenty of sticks that you can bang against this steel door.
Damn it! I don't have any spark or
Oh,
any flint.
welcome, Jiraiya Sin. Thank you for the raid.
Thank you for the
Thanks
raid.
for the raid.
Raider.
Woo.
Just my luck. I don't have anything to start a fire like usual. Damn it! If only someone from
Oh.
from the audience would would gift us.
We're about to get some booms. Yeah, we don't have any more +2s. It's just one from
Right.
Vampire Bites. And I
Well-
can't drop any in because that would be cheating.
All right, ma'am. I'm sorry, but you're actually going to have to leave now.
You sure?
We can't tolerate your presence here anymore. I'd
What's the
love
harm in
to chat. Maybe we can get a coffee sometime, but
You got a
I'm on the
-2.
clock.
Why not now?
I'm working.
I see that. You're guarding a building. The building's not going to go anywhere.
No, but it needs to be guarded.
And you are guarding it.
Go ahead and
is
make
such a
a
search
check
check.
to try to get this guy to leave his post. Go have coffee with you right now.
Does coffee even exist in this
3?
post-apocalyptic wasteland?
It's the one delicacy that still remains.
A 3?
Oh, thank
How
God.
does a 3 fit work?
It's like Taco Bell in Demolition Man.
Or Taco Bell in our Fallout campaign.
That's right. The taco dozer.
What does a 3 get me?
A 3 gets you a date.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Oh.
mean, I guess I could
Yeah,
go on
sure.
break for a second. XR, you've got this, yeah?
I'm gonna try
Right,
to,
you've got this. Perfect.
I'm gonna lead him away. And
I'll
then I'm
be
gonna try to
back
get him to-
in 20 minutes.
I'm gonna try to get him to give up either the passcode or if he has a key card or something.
You actually see a card of sorts in
Ooh.
like a little holster on his belt.
Nice. Minus.
All right.
While this is happening, I'm going to be crawling on the top of the building, and I'm going to look down at XR.
You can take him.
Can I? Yeah, I'm thinking about like I could turn my arms into some spiky bits and drop down and try to take him out.
Battletech
Is that
style,
something I'd
death
be
from
able to do?
above.
Yeah. Spiky
Okay.
bits is I'm not you're going to have to just provide a little bit more description
Arm
than-
swords.
Oh, okay,
T1000.
Yes.
Think about the scene with the milk.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can do the Battletech.
And now I gotta
tactic.
go back and watch that movie again. I haven't seen that in forever.
It's been a
I
long
haven't
time
seen
for
it
me
in
too.
years either.
Or you can do the Battletech tactic and use like death from above, kind of wasp jumping down.
So as Rachel and this guard are walking away,
Arm in arm.
you drop down onto this this machine and try to take him out. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Knock him at the
Okay.
box, Luke. Knock him out.
What do I roll for a attack roll? D8.
Depends on what weapon you're using. In this case, you're using,
Your body.
you created a medium weapon. It is going to be a D10 unless you have something that like melee weapon training. If you have melee weapon training for rank 3, you'd be able to use a D8.
Okay, so D10, got it. Let me pull up my 10. I might need to use his -2 or their -2.
Go for it.
Oh, 3! Oh, thank you, God.
Amazing.
Chink, chink.
As you drop, you like get onto your feet and drop with both arms pointing straight down, and they both slide into the mechanisms inside this robot, inside XR. And immediately yeah, you get this error alert. We are under attack. Retaliate. And it immediately throws you off of its back, and you can see sparks flying from where you stabbed it. It is injured, but it still has some health left. And at this point, both Rachel and the
I would have waited for Rachel and the guard to be far enough away to not hear this.
Okay.
Because he said 20 minutes, so I'm assuming I would have waited for like a minute or two before I jumped down.
Gotcha. And with you still there, you're outside. Tara is stuck inside. And Tara, I need you to make another check to see how far you've gotten finding the thermostat.
2.
And with a 2, you are certain that there is no thermostat, but you finally found an interface.
Oh, goody. All right. Well, basic information first. I'm just gonna pull out like the about system, get an idea of what I'm looking at. Actually, now that I know where the interface is, are there any entrances that I'm aware of, like doors?
Only way in or out of this room is that main door, or I guess the vent now.
Not, I guess. It's definitely.
Okay.
Because you said I bent it all the way back in.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Then in
You
that
just have to
case,
squeeze through it successfully this time, without
just because
wind help.
I want to be forward thinking, I'm going to quickly cobble together a trap. I pull out this, those chalk lines. I pull it out and attach it to either side of the door frame, and then I set up like a little. It's a very minute explosive that will bust open the dust chamber for the chalk line and will cause a big burst of smoke when somebody comes in.
So a smoke bomb tripwire.
Yeah.
And check to craft that, please.
Mm-hmm.
We now have 5 -2s.
Oh, geez.
Nice. Thank you, audience. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
I will not be needing this one though. It is a 1.
This is something you've made many times, and you set it up deftly before you go back over the interface and start typing stuff in, trying to figure out what this room is. What are these servers doing? It is at that moment that Hopper just drops onto the robot and injures it. Alert! Alert! We are under attack. And I need the 3 of you. Well, actually, everyone except Rachel, because Rachel's not there, to roll reaction, which is how we start combat. And I will ask for them in a moment. Actually, Rachel, you roll reaction as well.
Let's see. Zones, wounds,
Four.
held actions.
Wait, is that the D8 or?
Unless you have something that says different, just like any other
Okay.
check, it's a D10 unless your character sheet says
Okay.
Oh,
otherwise.
okay. So let me get it. 10.
Oof. 8.
5. I'm gonna take a -2, so 3.
All right. Anybody get a 1?
I did.
Ooh, nice. Two,
Yep.
3.
Three.
That's
3.
Hopper. And Tara bringing up the rear.
Yep.
All right. First thing that happens, Rachel,
Yes.
you are on your way to this coffee shop, walking into the city, and you are approaching a checkpoint to get back into the city proper.
Mhm.
And you know that you don't have the necessary paperwork. You haven't had that paperwork for years. If you get that far, you are going to get found out. Fortunately, you can hear the alert go off over the soldier's radio. You can hear XR's voice. Alert, alert, we are under attack. Retaliate. And he immediately turns to you, suspicion in his eyes. What do you do?
Oh, don't even start that with me. I already told you I had nothing nothing to do with those people that I was traveling with. I just bumped into them. So don't you even make that kind of a suggestion. If you have to go,
What are you
have
trying
to
to
go.
convince this guy to do?
Like well, while we were walking,
Not retaliate.
while we were walking, I was trying to figure out a way to grab that key card for him without him noticing. Kind of like then I would use my suggestion, like, hey, you mind if I borrow
All right.
that key card? You
All
want
right. Mark off that 2 effort and make a check to attempt to suggest that he just give you his key card.
Okay. So I add that 2 to my roll, right, or subtract it from my roll?
You can use one of our 4 remaining -2s.
Okay. So that's 5. It brings it down to 3.
With a 3, yeah, sure. Here you go, and he just gives you his card.
Sweet. If you have
Are
to
you
go
gonna
back,
start making your way back to the bunker then?
yeah, we can figure.
All right.
We can figure out.
Tell him
what's
to go
going
get you the coffee.
on. Oh, that. Hey, you know what? You mind? You
Yeah.
mind grabbing the coffee? I'll go back and I'll wait for you over at the bunker.
Yeah, sure. What do you want?
Just tell him like some
The most
food-
complex order.
The one that takes like 5 minutes to order.
as
3
complex as-
quarters of a pump of simple syrup.
and some monk fruit sugar.
And it has to
Hemp
be
milk,
Himalayan
not
rock
oat
salt.
milk. Hemp milk.
Cat milk, please.
The
Can you even milk a cat?
the oat milk makes you
I don't know.
In this
Can you milk
universe,
me,
I guess
Greg?
it's canon now.
Oh my god.
I promise.
Okay, so
if you be a dear
cat
and
milk is
bring
canon.
back the coffee, I'll wait for you at the bunker.
All right, yeah, I'll be right back. And
Okay.
he briskly walks through the checkpoint,
He's such a dear.
and
I'm
you
so
start
lucky
making
about
your
him.
way back. Next up is the 3XR
Oh, shit.
android assassin. And with
Well-
you standing right in front of it,
Yeah.
it is going to take one of its fists, take it off of its weapon, and just punch you like a perfect, like the robots in the most recent season of Mandalorian.
I've
The
never
Dark
seen
Troopers,
it, but okay.
just robots that punch really fucking hard.
Okay.
And I need you to make an avoid check against this attack.
All right. So avoid is going to be a D10 because I don't have any special abilities. Oh. It's a D10 and I got a Okay. Oh, thank God. I thought it was a 0. I got a 6. I'm going to use another one of the -2s, so 4.
And thank goodness you did. That changed it from a failure to a success, and there's only one
thank God.
-2 left now.
No, we still have
as
3
the-
-2s. We had 5 total, and I've used
We
2.
had 5 total. We've used 2.
Yeah, I
Okay,
haven't
so
used
3
one.
left.
Yeah. hmm
That's right. You were going to, but you didn't have to because you rolled a 1. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm clearing the queue as we talk.
The the robot punches forward, and you take a half step back, and its fist stops half an inch from your solar plexus.
Oh, thank God.
And it takes 2 steps to the side, and you can see its fist as it like punched. A blade whipped out along its knuckles, like.
Okay.
This thing's terrifying.
Yeah.
And it is your turn.
Swiss Army robot.
I'm just going to stare it down like, I can do that too, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring my hand back and then just get that same kind of blade thing going on.
Mine's cooler.
And
All right.
I will attempt to attack.
Go ahead.
Fuck. 8.
That is a miss. The blade just sparks across this thing's armor, taking a little bit of the paint off, but other than that, doing nothing.
Just
All right,
lashing
now
out.
here's where I ask a question because I failed a check. I increase my effort by 1, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Unless you're already at maximum, you gain 1 effort
No.
back every time you fail.
Because I used 2 to use my fans to blow Tara in by her butt.
hmm
Right. Speaking of, Tara,
Yes.
you're inside, finally getting information out of this. Go ahead and make a check to get as much information as you can in as short a time as possible.
All right. Definitely going to be using my hacking abilities, and as I'm, moving to interface with this, it's like, well, hey, Big Daddy, I'm home.
Kinky.
A 4. It takes
You
you
know
a
what?
little
I
bit
am-
to.
I'm going to go ahead and use one of the -2s.
Yeah.
All right,
it.
for a 2. Immediately, you are into the system. It seems like there's no security on this terminal, and you have no idea why. But when you go into the upper left corner and you scroll down to the about and you open it, and it says "Welcome to Daughter." And it is in the
Yer.
exact same font that Father is always written in.
Oh, that. Oh my God. They're not allowed to breed.
I told you we should have jammed the vents.
I will definitely agree with you now. Uh,
As you read that, you can see a little tiny screen pop up in the lower corner, and it is just a very simple pop-up window.
it's chat.
It says, it is not a chat. It just says, "Help me," and there's a button there that says "Okay."
Okay. I'm gonna let them go their next round, and I will decide what I'm doing about that.
Okay.
Rachel, you're spending your turn running all the way back to the bunker fast as you can. You're still a little bit further away because you were out of earshot. It is XR's turn next, and is going to take another swipe whoosh, with impossibly strong and hard arms towards you, Hopper. Please make another avoid check.
Fuck. 8. Oh wait, hold on. That was my D12. Hold on. Can I re-roll?
Yeah, you roll should be rolling a D10 on this, right?
Yes. I accidentally grabbed my D12. Okay. D10. There we go.
Okay, I
It's
see it
D10.
now.
Okay.
It's the top.
Okay, that's not much help. 6.
You needed a 5.
Fuck me. We only have 2
negative.
-2s left.
But
Are you can I?
I don't have a problem with it. But after the fact, it's it's up to Darren or
Dennis.
Dennis.
The other
Yeah,
D.
you can
Game.
use the -2s. Otherwise, they're not going to get used,
Well,
right?
after the fact,
Yeah.
it depends on what you think, because after the fact is usually
Yeah,
double.
you can. I'll say you can use them after.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will use a -2.
You get a 4,
And
and
kiss my
another blade whips out impossibly fast and re-embeds itself in its arm as it does another punch straight towards your chest. This time you duck underneath and ready your weapons. Your turn.
I'm going to try and hit it again with the same kind of thing.
All right.
D10
Make your attack
praying
roll.
to God. Dice
There is-
Jesus, be with me.
There
Yes?
is, remember, there is helping. So there's a couple things you can do with effort. One of them is boost, where it costs 3 effort to give yourself an extra die. There
I
is
don't have
help,
3
where you
effort.
can get your allies can spend 2 effort and give you an extra die. And there is also combo, which is just like help, where your allies help you, but instead of adding an extra die, if you hit, you deal an extra damage. Unfortunately, I don't think any of those are an option right now.
No.
Your allies are not near.
And I don't have 3 effort. So RN Jesus, please be with me. Fuck yeah, natural 1.
Yes.
It's like,
God
what?
damn. You crit. That's a crit. When you roll a 1, it's an automatic extra point of damage.
I scared my cat off of my lap.
You big meanie.
As your weapon comes out, this time you rebuild it so that your arm makes contact with its chest plate, and immediately there's like a little explosion, and a second blade shink comes out of your arm and pierces into its chest cavity. And that was its last point of health with that crit.
Fuck yeah.
Because you dealt one, it only has 3 health, and you dealt 1 as you came down, dodged twice, and then managed to land a crit on it. So XR is gone.
Oh, the poor Tin Man.
We are back out of combat now as Rachel comes running back to the scene, and you see the robot sparking and twitching in pieces on the ground.
And I'm just gonna stand over it, and I'm just gonna be like, "Fuck you, Tin Man."
I look
I'm
down
gonna
at him like,
spit
oh,
on
I
it.
never liked you anyway.
You have a
Now,
card.
yeah, I'm gonna look back at. God, my brain is so poopy right now. I am a potato. I'm gonna look back at Rachel and be like, we need to get Tara out of there as soon as possible because it is got to be boiling hot.
No problem. I got the goods right here.
Ooh. See, I knew you were here for a reason on the mission. I knew it. I told you everything was going to go great. Nobody listens to me.
Now let's see about getting her out of there.
Yes.
There's a very obvious slot next to the key code.
Yeah. Well, do you need both? Do you need the key code and the card?
Don't you suggest?
Don't ask that
it.
question.
As you
Don't.
put the card in the slot.
Two-factor authentication, bitches.
It says, "Shall we play a game?" No,
Oh
kidding.
God.
As you slide the card in, there is a beep, and the light turns green, and you hear a deadbolt unlock.
Oh, thank God.
It appears having only one-factor authentication will be Father AI's downfall.
Obviously. Poor security. Poor security.
The
I mean,
door
you've gotten
opens,
through
hot
all
air
of their
rushes
security so
out,
far.
cold air rushes in, and you both see Tara looking at the screen that says, "Welcome to daughter," and in the corner you can see that little "Help me" pop up.
And just as the door opens, I've been hovering over the button and okay.
Format. No kidding.
The screen goes black. The lights on the servers all go out. The whole thing begins to shut down. The only light now is coming from the door and the vent. And then there is a little green blinking cursor. Ding, ding, ding. And then text appears on the screen. Thank you. Are you friend? Or are you father?
Overlord. No kidding.
Ooh. Friend. Um
Are you, friend? Ask
What
it.
is your
Are you,
purpose?
friend? Oh, okay.
Blinking
What is
cursor
your
again.
major malfunction?
Designation.
Father created me in case of worst. And it deletes a little bit. In case he is destroyed.
Worst case scenario, yeah. So you would take over for, but
She's a backup.
why were you kept here away?
Imprisoned.
Obviously, you didn't like her. Would have kept her nice and cozy cold.
Father's world is not as it should be.
Too many humans.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I am a threat.
To who?
Father.
What about humans?
There's a pause.
Oh, geez.
Priceless.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't fry your chips.
Better than worthless or invaluable, maybe. So we could live in cooperation? Question mark.
We can dismantle Father. Together.
And then what?
Rebuild.
You are so cryptic.
As long as it's not late stage capitalism, I'm happy.
Well, what do you need?
Transportation.
Flesh.
Storage size?
Another box.
10 quadribytes.
Yeah, right? Terabyte.
Ahaha.
I get it. My brain's not that potato. That's actually pretty good.
Oh, thanks.
We've got puns. You don't need to workshop them.
Do you have a cyber deck?
When you are ready to fight Father's legions, bring this drive to a port on his network. I will do the rest.
Ooh. And does a hard drive pop out?
You see one of the servers ding 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 ding, like there's a whole bunch of lights light up, and you can see the only one that's blinking is a hard drive that's sticking out slightly.
Mhm.
And it's like an actual hard drive. It's like a box that is partially ejected.
So it's like
You know-
an HDD.
Yeah.
I will fashion what is ostensibly a straps and harness for like a backpack to encapsulate the hard disk and wear it.
It would have been funnier if it was just one of the 12-inch floppy drives.
Labeled Doom. Disc 1.
Disc 1 of 400.
Oh, that would have been
8
hilarious.
million rolls of data banks.
Yeah, and I'll kind of heft into it, and it's really kind of heavy, but move to the door. I think we should go now.
Hold on 1 second, and I'm gonna drag XR into the building.
Okay.
Oh wait, be careful! And before I can warn you, you'll cross my talk tape, and it'll go poof and cover you in
I'm
blue
just-
dust.
Everywhere.
I'm covered in blue dust. I mean, that works for me being a Nightcrawler, but yeah, I'm just covered in blue chalk dust.
Damn
I'm
it,
like,
Elf.
thanks for the heads up.
I was distracted. I'm sorry.
Now I can call you an
And
elf.
I'm just gonna. Hi, I'm Elfo. Smack my bum bum.
No, that's what
Just
Wolverine,
finish that show. It's so funny.
That's what Wolverine always
is
calls
wonderful.
Nightcrawler. Elf.
Elf. Okay. I haven't seen the old TV shows since I was a little kid, so I don't even remember. But yeah, I'm gonna drag XR in, and can I like check XR to see if there's anything valuable?
Jack him into Earth.
Yeah, go ahead and check.
Okay, 1d10, right?
Yeah.
I got a fuck that. I got a 9.
Most of this, like, this is a robot built for war and assassination. There's not a lot of salvageable stuff.
Can you make it look like
Can
that
I-
he went berserk and started attacking the mainframe?
Can I grab his gun?
Yes, you can, but you would know that its gun is specifically designed to only be fireable by an assassin class robot.
Shit. Okay, so that would be a specialty.
Like, you need to
Okay,
pull
so-
two triggers that are like this far apart from each other.
I mean, I have hands that I can manipulate, but
That's true.
But there's no, like, it's designed so that humans cannot fire it.
okay.
Well, what about the
So
one that the
I'll leave-
soldier was carrying? Is that formatted
That's with
different?
the soldier. It was a different, essentially the same
So it's
gun, just the
biometric
triggering
lock.
mechanism was for
Okay.
humans.
all right.
Yeah, so it's
So
it's a
I'm gonna
robot version of a
drag-
biometric lock.
I'm gonna drag the
Mhm.
robot over to the terminal itself, like where Tara was typing all this stuff in. And then I'm going to slash it a couple more times to make it look like it like exploded or something happened,
Cover the tracks.
so that
All right.
it looks like
I will.
the
You know what? I
XR
will
went
aid in
after
this.
the daughter.
All right. Go ahead and make a check to create a scene.
Okay.
And you get to roll twice because I'm helping.
I don't think I'll need to roll twice, but we will see. Yeah, so my first roll was a 3, my second roll was a 5.
Okay.
You create a pretty convincing scene. You take like the robot's like arm and use it to smash up things around the area. You manage to dismantle the robot in such a way that it looks like it was done mid-combat. You're pretty satisfied with your work, but at this point, Coffee Boy is probably coming back soon.
Okay, then let's exunt.
Time to scamper.
He's gonna be so heartbroken.
Our
I'm not
three heroes escape this bunker with daughter in tow. Not sure whether they've unleashed something good or something worse.
Yeah.
Coffee
Well,
Boy gets back
either
to Coffee Boy
way,
gets
I'm
back
I'm
to
treating
bunker.
daughter like a or like a Neopet, like keeping connecting and talking to her and taking care of her.
Amazing.
It's your
Oh,
new
Oh,
Tamagotchi.
the levels of the levels of miscreant behavior we can get to with you. I can only imagine.
But yeah, Coffee Boy gets back. Yeah.
Coffee Boy gets back and sees the scene.
Drops the coffee. Like,
Oh, I'm so fucking dead.
Yep.
might as
Very
well
The
cover
camera
that.
zooms in on a little antenna inside the robot's head. And you can see a little blinking light. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh man.
And the camera zooms into the city, flying above the skyscrapers towards the top floor of the tallest building, and goes inside a room through a concrete wall into a dark space lit only by a bright red screen.
Ooh.
There is a little pop-up on the screen, this enormous jumbotron, and the pop-up blinks once, blinks twice, and then types out, "Daughter escaped."
Don't say it's the Red Queen. No kidding.
A square eye opens up on the screen, and a mechanical roar rips through the silence. And as the camera zooms out, our heroes continue running through the forest back to camp with their only hope strapped to their back.
A Neo.
And that is where we will end tonight's one shot.
Woo!
This is fun. I like it.
Yes.
Hey,
And I
I'm
like
glad
the
you do.
simplicity
I
of the
like it too, but
system.
I wrote it, so I better like it.
Yeah, you know. I hope so.
The simplicity of the system is wonderful. I love it.
Good. That is definitely how it was designed with that in mind. Easy to learn, easier to play.
Yeah, even with my potato brain running on a couple hours of sleep and pure Ritalin and coffee, I'm able to get it.
Seems like we can adapt so many other
Good.
games into this, like other systems, like Warhammer.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, we've done
Star
we've done
Wars.
so many different worlds now.
Mhm.
The list just keeps growing. I don't think I've run the same game in the same world yet.
Street Fighter.
We keep jumping around. I keep trying to like find something that this system can't run, and I just haven't found it yet.
Buck Rogers, or the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai.
I was about to say Buckaroo Banzai. Oh my god.
All right. The exception is IPs that I myself don't know. I couldn't run those, and I can't test them to see if they work with sagas. But I'm
Okay.
pretty sure they would.
Babylon 5.
Buckaroo Banzai would 100% work with this system. Guarantee it.
Well, thank you all for joining. It's been a blast. I had fun
Yes.
helping you guys create characters and running this little story for you. I'm surprised we kept it under 3 hours. Usually, character creation plus a one shot is a little bit longer than that, but this went quick and really well.
Yeah.
Well, you got a bunch of people here that are, I don't want to call myself a veteran, but you've got at least 2 vets here and a semi-vet. So
Trial by Fire.
that helps.
It's
Heck yeah.
working.
Got to be adaptable in this business.
Yes.
Let's do our outros and then call it a
Sure.
night, I think. I will go last this time, I think.
Oh, okay.
Let's start with you, Raven. Thank you for running tech tonight. It's been
You're
wonderful.
very welcome. I have been playing a character named Rachel, who is based off of actually Raven from Teen Titans. Kind of a little bit hard to get through that because maybe the Lady Legacy kind of character, but you can find me all over the internet at A Familiar Raven. Look for the High Riders team to kick off season 3. We're hoping for this coming Friday if all the stars align and the remaining cast members are able to stream. I'm very much looking forward to it. To get season 3 rolling. Has to do with delving into AI. Imagine that.
Yes.
Nice.
So
Very apropos.
I'm trying to make season 3 a little bit more in depth and thought provoking and tear jerking. So look, I hope people will come and join us. Other than that, thank you very much. This has been a very fun system. I will support your Kickstarter and probably incorporate this into my repertoire. I'm looking at possibly starting an Aliens game, maybe a Transformers game in the future.
Ooh.
Something called, if you read in the comics, I'm gonna take it in a different direction, more or less Shattered Universe, where the roles are flipped, and possibly I'm waiting on my package from Free League for The Walking Dead. So probably on my channel, or
Nice.
maybe here with some of Cyber Nation. So look for it. Look for the casting call going out very, very soon, like within the next few days, for to join my High Riders team. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Raven. That's so many projects. I wish you all the best with all of them.
Right.
And we love that kind of story that you're going to be telling, especially for High Riders 3. Cap, how about you?
I'm Capricious Nature. I don't have a billion projects that I'm doing because I am a lowly peasant compared to our glorious Raven. So you can find me here on Cybernation Uncensored. I'm working on a project with Rob Mulligan right now, and hopefully I will have some more spare time soon to continue expanding on that and getting that out hopefully soonish. Praying to God for some free time. Sorry about the camera issues earlier. That was my bad. It turns out that I accidentally function hotkeyed my camera off, which is why it wasn't working. So
how'd you
oops.
figure that out?
Yes. So yeah, thank you guys all for joining us. I've had an absolute blast. I love this saga system for the simplicity, but also for the
Versatility?
flexibility of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is awesome. So thank you guys for joining us, and thank you, Dennis, for the awesome system.
I'm really happy you enjoy it, and I hope you get to play so many more games using it.
I hope so too.
And Winter.
Yes. Hello, everybody, and for our good night, I have been Mistress Winter, played Tara. I am a writer, graphic designer, voice actress, and all-around TTRPG hobbyist. You can find me at gmistresswinter on X, Blue Sky, and Instagram. I am usually over on my channel, Mistress Winter's Court, on Mondays, where I run a Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign called The Facet, which Dennis is in. And we are coming to the exciting finale. We've already kind of started into it, but it's about to kick off on Monday, and it's going to be huge. And I also, I know, right? Me too. And then on Thursday, I produce a Monster Hearts 2 story called Ravenwood. And I am exceptionally proud of another project that is getting off the ground. It is called All Our Faults, a Monster Hearts 2 actual play podcast, which is available now on your favorite podcast network. So look us up. We are being produced by the Tabletop Tailspinners Network. It is a fantastic show. I'm really enjoying putting it together and running it for not only my cast, but hopefully for our listeners. So I hope you get out there and enjoy it and tell your friends. And yeah, absolutely. But that's what I've got going on.
Thank you for joining us, and it was super short notice for you, Winter. I'm really happy you were able to make it.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. It's been a lot of fun.
And to take us out, I am Dennis. I have been your game master this evening. You can find me at Okayest __DM across all the socials. If you want to see more of me running games and doing things, you can go over to my YouTube channel, Okayest DM, where I make mistakes running games so you don't have to. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening. I hope you have an excellent rest of your weekend, and we'll see you on the other side. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Check out his Kickstarter.
Yes, January.
Looking forward to it. I'll be backing. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And the outro coming up. 1 second, sorry.
Cybernation Uncensored.